Good evening. Welcome to my second stream. I've been really excited to do this one. This is my absolute favourite game of the last generation, or kind of the last generation and the one before that, in a way. Naughty Dog's masterpiece, The Last of Us Remastered. Originally released in 2013, directed by Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley. Neil Druckmann now very famous within Naughty Dog. He's now, I believe, I think he's the co-president of Naughty Dog now. It's a great game. I'm looking forward to streaming this one all the way through. I'm hoping to do kind of 2 or 3 hours tonight. I'm going to be streaming it on Survivor difficulty, so giving myself a little bit of a hard time. Typically, I'll do like a New Game Plus and keep all my stuff that I get from the last playthrough, but that seems a little bit cheesy, so I'm just going to go... I'm going to go from the top this time and see what happens. I hope everybody enjoys it. Here we go. Love the music. It's awesome. Love this game.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
Hey, Nath.
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your
But
bedtime.
it's still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here,
What's this?
your birthday? You kept complaining about your broken watch.
Hi, everyone.
So I figured, you know. You like it?
Honey, this is... It's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
Good night, baby girl.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
It has indeed.
What was that all about? Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
Nice eerie start to this one.
Dad?
I'll try not to go too fast on the stuff we pick up. You have to
Daddy?
shout if we're missing stuff.
You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the
Where
nationwide
the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs
nearby.
of increased aggression, and
Move everybody out of here now. There's a gas leak. Hey,
there seems to be some commotion coming from.
get the hell out of here!
What was that? Oh, God. Dad? Dad? What is going on?
I can tell you the first thing that we love about our characters is they clearly are. They play a Martin D28, which I'm quite a fan of. So we'll take that.
There's his phone. 8 missed calls. Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
Yeah, that got me the first time as well.
Where is he? There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jeez. Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here.
I
Jimmy.
don't.
Jimmy, just stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you.
Oh my God.
Don't!
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
listen to me. There is something bad going on. And we have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tommy, come on. Come on.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over
It
you.
ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
This ain't half the people in the city lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine. Can we hear what's on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
No cell phone. No radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
They say where to go?
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71, that's where I'm headed.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. They found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy.
house. Right. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, how did this happen?
They got no clue. But we ain't the only town. First they were saying it's just the South. Now they're going on about the East Coast, the West Coast. Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that son bitch made it out.
I'm sure he did.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right, he did. We're fine, trust me.
All right.
Let's see what they need.
What do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy. You ain't seen what I seen. Someone else will come along.
You should have helped him.
Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
Best line.
We could just backtrack and...
What the fuck, man? Let's go!
Tommy! Tommy!
Holy shit! What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Did you see that?
Yes, I saw him.
God damn.
Turn here, turn here.
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Ah,
Oh no.
we can't stop here, Tommy.
I can't fucking drive through them, Joe!
Back up there!
They're behind me, too!
There! Hold on! Go!
I always forget about that bit.
Daddy? Hey. Hey!
Get back, man. Get back.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come on, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run.
Keep us safe. Come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Joe, watch out! Keep your eyes closed, honey.
Oh my!
Keep running!
Those people are on fire.
Don't look so.
Why are they doing that?
Keep looking at me, baby.
Look there!
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
Get back! There's too many of them! This way! Through the alley! Go! He's dead!
Jesus.
God damn it!
We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find a way out of here! Come on! Go! Move it! Get to the highway!
What?
Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun them!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him!
He's gonna be fine. We're almost there.
They're getting closer! Dad?
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Listen, buddy, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't.
Oh no.
Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please don't. Please.
There we go. Probably the best intro to a game that I've ever played.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Here we go.
I'm coming.
How was your morning? Want one?
No, I don't want one.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
That's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now, yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
So I didn't want to talk too much in the intro there. It's just such a great intro. I kind of didn't want to spoil it too much. But yeah, it's thanks everyone for joining me. This is without a doubt one of my favorite games, so I'm really looking forward to getting through this one.
The checkpoint's still open.
Only got a few hours left until curfew.
Well, we better hurry up then.
The opening intro, the music for the whole game is written by a chap called Gustavo Santaolalla. Really, really good musician. Definitely worth checking him out. He's done a few movie soundtracks and things, but the soundtrack to this game is definitely a highlight of his, in my opinion. I'm still amazed really at how good this game looks. It originally came out in 2013 for the PS3. This is the remastered version for the PS4, but it's it's not a major touch up apart from really kind of a resolution bump and a frame rate bump. The atmosphere and the detail is really spot on. I think Naughty Dog are kind of the best in the business really when it comes to that. It just oozes atmosphere. It's really impressive.
Ration line hasn't opened yet. Must be running low again.
There's a lot of little Easter eggs in this game, so I'll try and kind of stop and see as many of them as I can.
Hands on your fucking head. Do it. All right, scan. Clean.
What the hell's wrong with you? Beat it, pal.
Get a life.
No. I'm not infected.
Hold her
No,
down.
this scan's wrong.
Do it.
Please.
Eyes forward. All right. She's down.
So, fun fact about that part, I made Joel kind of run into the guard there. If you run into him again, he'll actually just put you on your ass and shoot you, which gave me a bit of a shock the first time I tried it.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
That just means more people are sneaking.
What's up, Joel?
Hey.
You hear they took Mary Ann?
What happened?
Came and snatched her in the middle of the night. Said she was a firefly. You believe that shit?
Better not mention the fireflies too loudly. You don't want the wrong person hearing you.
Yeah.
Fucking lynched
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Way I heard it, they lined him up in the street and cut him up.
I gotta sell new papers. They shouldn't give us any static up here. Just play it cool.
All right. Drive on through.
You see your ID. There you go. What's your business here?
Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
All right, move on through. Thanks.
Ooh. Get out of here! Go! Close it off! Fireflies! Fucking shoot them!
Joe, come on, let's get out of here. Joe, let's go, come on. Looks like the coast is clear. Come on.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed until further.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
So, first fun fact about our boy Joel, he's actually based, or his character and accent is heavily based off of Llewellyn Moss from No Country for Old Men. It's really weird. I played this game prior to seeing that film, and you can really see the resemblance in his character to Llewellyn Moss. It's pretty cool little homage.
Cute.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit.
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Even from like the early parts of the game, they're very good at environmental storytelling, like all the tiny details, the walls all being cracked and these things over the doors, all this stuff. Like they've really, they went to the nth degree in terms of the detail, and it really works in this game.
This is us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring up out there. How we looking over here?
It's been quiet. No signs of military or infected.
That's what I like to hear. Joel, give me a hand with this.
Y'all take it easy out there.
Oh, God, this place reeks. They need to watch what they throw away down here. Let there be light. Let's grab our gear.
So I'm excited to see how I do with kind of no upgrades or anything like that, because usually when I play this game, I'm kind of doing a new game plus. So I'm cheating a tiny bit in terms of what I've got, so I'm starting completely from scratch on this one.
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
I'm hoping I'll be still up to the challenge.
Not a lot of ammo.
Make your shots count.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got to reload. I won't let me do anything else until I do.
All right, Texas.
Okay, all right.
Boost me up.
Go on, love, get up there. No, okay, I'll get you up there then.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
So the clever thing about that, you'll see a lot of I'm on survivor mode, just because grounded mode just kind of sucks the fun out of it a bit. To be honest, I think survivor is the best default hardest difficulty. What's quite clever about when they do like the boosting up and the going through doors and stuff, it's obviously fits in perfectly with the narrative, but it's actually a way to disguise a loading screen. So back in the day, you just go to a new area and you'd get your black bar or whatever, but that's what that's for.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
You got your ways.
Right, for real, how many people couldn't find this ladder when they first played it?
Where's the ladder?
It's got to be around here somewhere. Got it.
Great, bring it over.
Ladies first.
Lady, you must be thinking of someone else.
It's all relative.
This way.
Yeah, I remember that actually. That's good. Oh, jeez. You're not meant to tell people that publicly. Right then. So what's nice about this game, so Naughty Dog games are, or, modern Naughty Dog games, I should say, from kind of Uncharted 1 onward, are always these kind of fairly linear, on-rails, third-person narrative action games. And they're brilliant at that. But what's nice about this game, and Uncharted 4 did it quite well, is that they start to give you, from this game onwards, they give you a little bit more kind of time to roam around the environments and kind of soak them in a bit. And I find particularly with this one, where so much of the art direction and the world building has gone into giving all that detail and all those little kind of nooks and crannies, it feels nice. It doesn't feel like you're traveling down a path. It feels like you're on this grand journey.
More pills, lots of ammo, supposedly. Hold up. Spores.
Okay, right.
Where the hell are all these coming from? The place was clear last time.
Coming out of something. Stay alert.
There's our culprit.
Body's not that old. Better keep your eyes and ears open.
I should be able to fit through here.
You okay?
Yeah. Damn ceiling's falling apart. Be careful. This way. Easy. Watch it, watch it.
Help me. My mask broke.
Do we put this guy out of his misery or do we leave him? What's the verdict?
Please.
What do you want to do?
Anyone? Well, okay then.
Poor bastard.
Oh. I will show that. I think think Joel's already got it in his backpack. Oh yeah, so we'll go through this quickly. So in this game, you have upgrade trees for different parts of Joel's kind of skill. It's only a minor thing, but it serves the game pretty well. So initially, his aiming will sway a bit more, and he'll have a bit less health and stuff like that. So you collect these. They just look like bottles of paracetamol or aspirin, but you pick them up, and they're used as supplements to upgrade his abilities, which is a nice, fairly lore-friendly way of doing it. And then throughout the game, you'll find these collectibles. So you'll find Firefly pendants. So the Fireflies, we will run into them eventually. We'll learn a bit more about them. But they're a kind of military, a group of military rebels who are still trying to kind of find a cure and fix whatever the hell is wrong with civilization at this point. And then you find different things as you go called artifacts, which are just maps, notes from people, letters to each other, photos. There's all sorts of stuff. Again, this is the first time I'd really come across this way of doing collectibles in a game, and I think it works really well. This is the map, that kind of smuggler's map, which is quite cool. And then this is the pamphlet that was requested. So this shows the infected. We will see all of them. Let's keep going.
Up ahead. You hear that? Shh, shh. How you want to handle it?
So as you can see, Joel's got a hell of a right hook on him, which helps.
All right, that's all of them.
We'll be relying on that a lot through this next 10 to 15 hours of gameplay.
Let's head back into the city.
Have a look in here. I kind of like that they went for, you can just walk into rooms and sometimes there'll just be nothing there. It's still, the world feels lived in. No, nothing in there. Ah, here we go. I'll try and linger on them for a little while, but I won't go too long, just because I don't want to make it, a glacial pace.
They got infected trying to sneak into the zone.
As much as everyone complains about it, you got all these poor bastards wishing they were living on the inside.
I think we'll probably have enough challenge to be going on with.
Some
fresh air. That's the one thing I love about the outside. I fucking hate the smell of the city.
Why don't you ask Bill to get you some of them air fresheners? After you.
Cover the entrance.
I got it.
This opening section is kind of strange, because I've heard a few people on the internet say, or on Reddit and things like that, say, I know, it's a slow start, I can't get into it, but it's weird, because I think you almost need a bit of a lull in how intense it is after that opening. I think it's so brutal and so sad, you almost need a bit of a kind of a calm moment after that to kind of get over it. As dramatic as that may sound, but I think it plays into it pretty well.
Here, pass it to me.
I like that you get to spend a bit of time getting to know Tess as well. I think she's a really, really interesting character.
It's a bit heavy.
I think I can handle it.
Like with most characters like that, you're always left kind of wanting to know a little bit more about them.
Get your ass up here. Let's move.
I'm up here. Calm down. I agree, yeah. I think it's, you know, it gives you an insight into the fact that they're smugglers and, you know, they know the back roads and how to get around this place without, you know, it shows that they're capable, I think. You wouldn't want to mess with them. I think, yeah, the fact that you see that they're a bit flawed as well, you know, not necessarily nice people is interesting as well.
Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting.
So it's interesting you say the bit about the struggle there. So there's a really good documentary about this game called Grounded, which Naughty Dog made a short while after the game came out. It's about an hour long, and I definitely recommend watching it. It's really, really good.
It's good. Look,
What was quite clever is when they made the combat feel very, very weighty. You know, when you punch someone in Uncharted, and it's because Uncharted's a more kind of pulpy adventure. You know, whacking these dudes around like Indiana Jones, and it has some weight to it, of course, but it doesn't feel the same. In this, you know, a lot of reviewers said this when it originally came out. When you're punching a guy in the face, you really feel like, you know, it's visceral and you're hurting this other person.
You touch it, you buy it.
And part of the reason they got this interesting feeling of weight to it is when you punch the enemy, if you look very closely, they instantly move to the next frame instead of having 3 or 4 frames in between where they stood and where they moved to. And that means not only it helps with the performance of the game as well, but it means when you hit them, you really see that kind of like, it feels like a big blow. It feels like you're really thrashing them, and it's a pretty clever little effect.
Malik, sit back down.
Oh, sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two were together. Go ahead.
Who's that?
An old headache. Don't ask.
This guy around here always like feels a little menacing to me. I always want to know like what his deal is. What's he doing here? With his beer and his playing cards. A little sketchy to me. Well, no more sketchy than the rest of them, I guess, but you know what I mean. So there's something here. Clearly, the population of the zone is on universal credit by the looks of that message.
The guy's been hoarding all sorts of shit in the factory.
You're only exempt from work duty if you're missing a leg.
I'm looking for Robert. You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf. He's there now.
Yeah, that's why I kind of zoomed in on it for a moment. Little Easter egg. There's another little Easter egg I briefly brushed over on in the intro, which you may have spotted.
Let us through.
You guys need to turn around and head back if you know what's good for you.
Our beef isn't with you. We just want Robert. You don't want to do this.
Turn the fuck around and leave now.
I'm not going anywhere without Robert.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get your dumb ass out of here.
Fuck this.
Take cover!
Take that, bitch.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'll cover you. Get the angle on them.
All right.
Oh shit!
Nicely done, Texas.
You too. How the hell did he get all these guys?
Oh, this way's not too
Robert's
bad.
good at one
We can
thing.
cope with that.
It's writing blank checks.
So the other one, which I really like, it's in Joel's room at the start of the game. There's a painting of a deer in the snow, and I won't spoil that. But yeah, it's an important part of the game eventually.
There you go.
Rats as big as cats.
More of Robert's guys.
How do you know they're coming? Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out. I guarantee that she and Joel are on their way here right now to get Robert.
Jesus. We shouldn't have taken this job.
Not our call. Let's spread out and make sure no one's creeping around in here.
Okay.
Move up. Move up.
Give this guy a good strangling. Yeah, that's what happens.
I meant to tell you, I was down on Jordan Street, and all these soldiers showed up with a group of about 5 civs, all in handcuffs.
Let me guess. Fireflies?
Yep. They lined them up against the wall, and bang, bang, bang. They just executed all of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I hear it's like cracking down on them hard.
I like watching you work. That's for sure.
All right.
Hey, consolidated the crates in the south warehouse. Supplies are locked up.
Good. Let's do another once over and then head out. It's getting close to curfew.
What about Robert? Who's he holing up with tonight? Guy's too paranoid to stay here by himself.
So the bulk of the gameplay revolves around a bit of stealth and a bit of action. So you use bricks and bottles as kind of you know, it's like in Metal Gear Solid. If you were to throw, I think you can throw stones and stuff in that as well. You can then, oh hi Harry. You can then, Dragon Pussy Slayer. I should correct myself. You use the bottles and bricks to lure enemies in, or you can just chuck them at them and use them as a weapon. As you go up in the difficulties, the brick in particular is exceptionally important to your success. All right.
Thank God you're here.
It's a beautiful name. World class.
Look, man. We can work something out, okay?
I didn't snap his neck. You kind of just strangle him. Yeah, it is pretty grim. It's not the most pleasant way to take somebody out. He doesn't know whether it hurt or not now because he's dead. You have to be a little bit careful when you get this guy, you don't aggro the other guy over there. So
Look, man, we can work something out, okay?
lowering the tone straight away. Love it. Good grief. Okay.
Not bad.
Okay, let's get these guys. Declined.
We should have brought more people.
They just slow us down.
Yeah, you're right.
So the shivs, so you find shivs in this game, and they're used primarily to, you can use them to take down enemies. However, I tend to save nearly every shiv I get, because as you move through the game, you'll find these kind of shiv doors, which are like survivor bombarded little rooms that will have loads of supplies in. So particularly as you go up the difficulties, you really need to get into those to find the extra stuff. So I always tend to carry as many shivs as I can, and not use them unless I really, really need to.
There's our boy. That cocky son of a bitch.
Let's go wrap this up.
Someone's about to get a slap.
Let's be smart about this. There's a lot of them.
We lost our contacts in the north, our contacts in the south. I don't know who's left out there to sell our stuff.
This is why we're taking shitty protection jobs.
Fucking Robert. That rap better be good for you.
Whoa, look, man. We can work something out, okay?
No, we cannot. Right, let's hurl a bricky mark at a few of these boys. Probably hurl a rat at him, given how big the rats are. Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Nope. Come on, here we go. There we go. Oh, punch in the throat. Nobody needs one of those. Goodness gracious. So unapologetically violent. Why do we play games like this? They're immoral. Right. There is a artifact over here. Let's take a look at this. Nice little vista of the sea. This Robert guy's a bit of a bitch. He's basically stealing from Joel and Tess, so obviously we can't be having any of that. So we're going to go and have a word. Got my plank of wood now. I'm absolutely unstoppable.
Robert wants to run in there. Let's go.
Man's greatest fear is a plank of wood.
Get the fuck back!
We just want to talk, Robert.
We get fucking nothing to talk about!
Put your gun down.
Go fuck yourself!
He's running.
Robert!
You, Joel! This way!
Bin.
We almost got him!
Well, hello, Robert.
Tess. Joel. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
All right.
God damn it!
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure, but it's complicated. All right? Look, all right, just hear me out on this. I got... Fuck.
This bit makes me cringe.
Stop.
It's like, ugh.
Quit your squirming. You were saying?
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owed someone.
You owed us. I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
I just need more time. Just give me a week.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
Come on, it won't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
I can't. Just give me a couple...
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Who has our guns?
It's the Fireflies. I owed the Fireflies.
What?
Look, they're basically all dead. We could just go in there, finish them off. We get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those Fireflies. Let's go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
I love how he doesn't even react. He's just like, no, I'm not going to flinch to that.
We go get our merchandise back.
How?
I don't know. We explain it to them. Look, let's go find a Firefly.
We won't have to look very far.
There you go. Queen Firefly.
Why are you here?
Business. You aren't looking so hot.
Where's Robert? I needed him alive.
The guns he gave you, they weren't his to sell. I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
I paid for those guns. You want them back? You're gonna have to earn them.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration cards. I need something smuggled out of the city. You do that, I'll give you your guns back, and then some.
How do we know you got them? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys out.
You're right about that. I'll show you the weapons. I gotta move. What's it gonna be?
I want to see those guns.
Follow me. We gotta get out of here. Now.
So just to touch again on the intro, just an interesting little tidbit. So the end performance of when Joel loses his daughter is really, really great, and arguably one of the best scenes. Joel is played by Troy Baker, who had done a fair few pretty big game roles prior to this, but this was probably his biggest role. And him and Neil Druckmann, the director, had been wanting to do that scene where his daughter dies, and he was really amped up for it, like really prepped, and he went in for it, and he said he kind of just tried to do his big dramatic 10 out of 10 acting, no, I can't believe she's dead, really going for it, screaming, crying, really getting into it. And they did it over and over and over again because obviously Neil Druckmann wasn't kind of feeling it, and in the end, after X many takes, Troy's exhausted because he's been crying and he's upset, and Hannah Hayes, the girl who plays Sarah's like really upset, and they're completely exhausted. So in the end, Druckmann goes, right, okay, we got it. It's fine, we got it. And a few months later, he calls Troy Baker up and goes, right, we need to do this scene again. And he's like, come on, like, what the fuck, like, again? Like, you know, and he's really kind of pissed off, and he goes in, and he's like, you know, just a bit G'd up, and kind of almost trying to do the same thing again. And Druckmann's like, right, I just need you to, you know, calm down, and kind of walks him through how to do this scene.
Like they did.
And in the end, obviously, it comes out as this real kind of quiet. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, it's just it just feels so human, and like he just can't believe what's going on. And I think if you've really been that upset and you've been close to something like that, and something really terrible like that has happened, it's not this big like Hollywood no kind of thing. It is this more quiet inward reaction, and he does a really, really good job on that, I think. He's a very good actor. And he's a really good musician as well.
How you holding up?
I'll live.
He's also in a band called Window to the Abbey. He's got a really good song on Spotify called My Religion, which is, I guess you'd describe it as like a hard rock track or alt rock track. It's really, really good. But he's done a few bits, so take a look.
That's the way out. The door under the bridge.
Ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can sneak by them, even though I know that's not your style.
We'll see how it goes. Let's get moving.
It's really nice to have kind of, you know, 5+ people in my second ever stream. I'm feeling really chuffed about it. I know it's primarily people I know, but obviously, you know, I'm hoping we can kind of keep spreading the word and get a few more people involved, because I'm actually having quite a lot of fun doing this. You know, I've been thinking about doing this game stuff for so long, and even though I'm just ultimately dipping my toe in it, it's so fun to actually sit and do it.
And whatever.
Good. Stay quiet.
Keep it up.
They're out in numbers today.
All right. Listen. You don't need to do this.
And you need to be a little bit careful on this part, because you need to take them out in just the right order. If not, you'll get caught out. Sneaky beak is the way, absolutely. Are we going in, or are we going sneaky beaky like?
You got me. Okay?
Easy does it. Have to wait for this guy to disappear back down there again. He should do. Every so often I play this game, you know, I'm kind of used to going through it now, and the AI will just throw me a curveball and be like, nah, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I'll probably get caught out on this playthrough as well, no doubt. But hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be fine. Right, let's get this last guy. Brutal. So up here, there's another little Easter egg which I'll show you.
Not much further now.
Is those guys actually just executed some fireflies. As you can see him here. Rip fireflies. It's pretty neat how with the Fireflies you kind of consistently chasing them the whole game. You don't really ever get a clear glimpse of them for quite a long time. They're always this kind of vague goal, and even then you never really know if what they're doing is good or not, which is interesting.
Go on, get inside. Where are we going, Merlene?
This way. It's not far now.
How you holding up?
I'm running on fumes, but I'll make it. The place is right up ahead.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
The hell are we smuggling?
I'll show you.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Whoa. Come on now. Get on up.
Fuck away from
Hey!
Let her go.
You're recruiting kind of young, aren't you?
She's not one of mine.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Don't worry, this is fixable. I got his help. But I can't come with you.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie, we won't get another shot at this.
Hey, we're smuggling her?
There's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons. I can get patched up. But she's not crossing to that part of town. I want Joel to watch over her.
Whoa, I don't think that's the
I'm not
best
going
idea.
with him. How do you know them?
I was close with his brother Tommy. Said if I was ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
Look, just take her to the North Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more talking. You'll be fine. Now go with him.
Don't take long. And you, stay close. Let's go.
I feel like I have to say that to my daughter about 10 times today. I'm going out scooting around, having a little lockdown scoot, and she's just running away on the pavement. I'm like, you stay close.
Whoa.
So Ellie,
Heard all the shooting.
who we've just met, is voiced by, or played by, I should say, Ashley Johnson. She actually played, fun fact, she actually played Gretchen in Recess for the 90s kids in the chat. And she had a cameo in Avengers as well. But again, this is probably, I think this is her most famous gaming role by far. She played Ellie again in Last of Us Part 2. Her and Troy Baker have really, really good chemistry. You know, they really kind of got to learn their characters, and you know, you can really see the pair of them work well together.
Down here. Well, keep up.
Where are we going?
Up there. That'll get us to the North Tunnel.
How are we supposed to reach that?
Just give me a minute.
Clearly a bin is needed. Bin to the rescue. there, Joel? There we go. Alright.
This tunnel, you use it to smuggle things?
Yep.
Like illegal things?
Sometimes.
You ever smuggle a kid before?
No, that's a first. What's the deal with you and Marlene anyways?
I don't know. She's my friend, I guess.
Your friend, huh? You're friends with the leader of the Fireflies. What are you, like, 12?
She knew my mom, and she's been looking after me. And I'm 14. Not that that has anything to do with anything.
So where are your parents?
Where are anyone's parents? They've been gone a long, long time.
So instead of just staying in school, you decide to run off and join the Fireflies, is that it?
Look, I'm not supposed to tell you why you're smuggling me, if that's what you're getting at.
You wanna know the best thing about my job? I don't gotta know why. To be honest with you, I give two shits what you're up to.
Well, great.
Good.
What a friendly guy he is. I actually love to see more of the zone. Like, if they ever do a Last of Us Part 3, I'd love to have maybe like a flashback section or something with more of the zone in it. Left Behind, the DLC to this one gives you a bit, but I'd like to see more of the, instead of the underground parts, like a bit more of the city. Oh, hang on. Joel's trying to open the door and she's in the way. There we go.
Is it?
What are you doing?
Killing time.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I am sure you will figure that out.
Your watch is broken. You mumble in your sleep. I hate bad dreams.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside. Look how dark it is. Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
What on earth do the Fireflies want with you?
Hey. Sorry it took so long. Soldiers fucking everywhere.
How's Marlene?
She'll make it. I saw the merchandise. It's a lot. Wanna do this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, for whoever's here, what do you think so far? Is it going alright? Do I sound alright? Is the volumes okay and stuff? Is the stream okay?
I think it's a bit strange that they're having us do their smuggling.
Marlene wanted to do it herself. We weren't their first choice. Or the second, for that matter. She's lost a lot of men. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, let's just hope there's someone alive to pay us.
Someone will be around.
Love the rain. That's a really small thing, but I always thought the rain looked really, really good on this bit.
Come on.
Oh, no, you're going first. Alright, love. Manliest minigame in any game. Jump starting a rusty petrol generator, yeah? Generator, I guess. Okay, great. Thanks, mate. PS5 seems like a really good streamer machine, so it's made life very easy for me so far.
All the way from another city. Girl must be important. What is the deal with you? You some bigwig's daughter or something?
Something like that. How long is this all gonna take?
If everything goes as planned, we should get you to them in a few hours.
Ellie, once we get out there, I need you to follow our lead and stay close.
Yeah, of course.
Climb up and check if the coast is clear.
Now hold up. There's a patrol up ahead. All right. We're good. Come on up. Come on, kid. Watch your step. This rain ain't gonna do us any good.
Holy shit. I'm actually outside.
Remnants of Trump's wall here for everyone.
Up this way.
Don't do anything stupid.
Move.
Turn around, on your knees. You scan him, I'll call it in.
Put your hands on your head.
This is Ramirez at Sector 12, requesting pickup for 3 stragglers. Understood.
Look the other way. We can make this worth your while.
Shut up. Tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ETA?
Couple minutes. Oh, fuck! I thought we were just gonna hold him up or something.
Oh, shit. Look.
Jesus Christ. Marlene set us up? Why the hell are we smuggling an infected girl?
I'm not infected.
No? Was this lying?
I can explain.
You better explain fast.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
Definitely.
I ain't buying it. Oh, shit. Tess. Run. Run!
Go! Go! Move!
All right.
Holy shit! I got 2 dead uniforms. Follow me. Quickly.
No, you follow me.
God damn it. They're everywhere.
Oh my god, what happened there?
They must have gotten through.
Just stay back.
Don't see anything down there. Are we sure they came this way? If you're told otherwise, keep scanning.
Stay down, don't let them see you.
Come on, follow Joel.
You see anything?
Clear back here. How's it look up ahead?
So far, so good.
You can make this bit a lot harder for yourself if you're slow. You kind of have to just kind of sprint your way through as quick as you can, so you don't get stuck. Skull, look away in a minute. There we go.
We can get through here.
Oh, nice. Empty drawer.
Down there.
Come on. Come on, Ellie.
Same with this bit. You can kind of get caught in their patrol, but the best thing to do is just kind of sprint through most of it, and then you're in the clear pretty quickly. Sprint to these bookcases.
Ain't spotted us yet. Let's go around.
Just take it easy-ish and wait for this guy to scoot off. And just make sure you don't run here. You just have to literally put a teeny bit of distance between them and you here, and then just run. That's it. You're good. Section done.
Which way?
Oh, the lightning sounds are nice.
I think we can squeeze through here.
Charlie Squad, report.
Shit. I got more soldiers.
Target's still on the loose, sir. Break off pursuit and report back to Sector 11.
I don't think they see us.
Acknowledge. Get to your vehicle.
Stay in the shadows.
I've got to remember to grab everything, because I'm actually going to need it this time.
Are we safe?
No, they're still around. Look, take a moment to catch your breath. Joel, see if there's anything we can use in here.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Boss. Whoa. Jesus.
Gather up. Calling us back. We're returning to the wall. You heard the man. Load on out. Let's go.
Come on. All right, they're gone.
Look, what was the plan? Let's say that we deliver you to the Fireflies. What then?
Marlene, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone with doctors there still trying to find a cure.
Yeah, we've heard that before, huh, Tess?
And that whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if it's true?
I can't...
What if, Joel? I mean, we've come this far. Let's just finish it.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
I get it. This way. If we cut through downtown, we can hit the Capitol building by sunrise.
We hope.
This is the first section of the game where it really all started. I don't know, the atmosphere really started kind of locking in for me. You know, it really begins to feel like this is a threatening world, and you know, everywhere really is dangerous. I wish we could have seen a bit more of kind of larger scale stuff like this in The Walking Dead. You know, because I just think this, when you see the cities like this and all the destruction and how desolate and kind of just, I don't know, hopeless it is, it really rams it home.
What the hell was that?
Tess, you hear that?
Yeah. Sounded pretty far away, though.
Are we safe?
For now. Come on.
I remember the first time I think they showed this section, this exact bit, off at an E3. I think the year before the game the game came out rather, and you could kind of just tell you were in for something special.
We need to get around this mess.
This is the downtown area?
It was. Now it's a giant wasteland.
So we're going to be heading all the way over there.
Over here.
So I won't be getting them all during this stream because it's just extra work. I'll try and get loads of them, but there is actually a firefly pendant in this tree, and you can knock it out of it with a brick. So let's give it a crack.
Keep looking.
Yes, got it.
You just stay close to her for now.
Look at it? Yeah. So if you ever don't want to waste your ammo, wing a brick at it. Oh, was there a brick I could have had there? Was there another one? Yeah. I'm a brick over bottle man in most cases. Gotta go with that weighty, you know, affirmative cement. Precisely, always hurling a bricky mark.
Hey, Tess?
This guy's had a good day.
He's been ripped apart. Body's pretty fresh. Yeah, it might be. Let's not stick around.
Nice. Hang on. Yes. All about the clunk.
Another one. Shit.
So shit's definitely getting real now.
Looks like these guys died waiting for backup. God damn it. Clicker.
Jeez. What's wrong with its face?
But years of infection will do to you.
So what, are they blind?
So the clicker's
Sort
the
of.
kind of third form of the infected that you find. So there is a middle form that you'll find later. So sorry, I just spoke over what Tess said there, but the way the clickers work is that they see you using sound, so they're just like bats. So they present a slightly different challenge. You can't just have a head-on fist fight with one because they'll grab you and they'll eat you. So you have to take it a little bit more steady with them around. But you can get some pretty cool melee kills on them if you give them a brick to the face first, which I will be employing a fair bit of. Liberal bricking.
Give me a hand with this.
I hear how that one just gives you a little bitch slap.
You alright?
It's nothing.
Let's search for supplies.
Floor was intense.
You said it.
Appreciate it.
I will not make one of those yet. This is our first shiv door. I think we will take this one on this occasion because we're going to need the parts and stuff, so let's do that. Got some supplements. What else we got? I don't think this one has loads of great stuff in it. It's funny when you play this game on easy mode because every shiv room is like the vault from the road or something. It's got every single thing in it you need. Hi, Danny. Can we get anything good yet? No. Alrighty then.
Let's get the hell out of here. Just see if there's a way through.
It's clear. Come on, Ellie.
All right, kid,
Oh yeah,
you're
she
up.
gotta go up first.
Come on. You got it. There you go. Okay. Come on, Biggs, go.
I know. I was getting to the point when I was playing it too much. Felt like I was playing it like once a week.
Go.
Feel like Red Dead 2.
Over the scaffolding.
Over through here. There you go, ladies.
All right. Come on.
Oh, I didn't see that. Alright.
This is crazy. Just don't look down.
Are you serious?
I think this would be my absolute worst nightmare if I had to do this in real life. Don't think I could deal.
Come on, Ellie.
Yeah. Don't look down. Just don't look down.
You're okay. We got a way through.
Ah, here's where we get my favourite. Oh yeah, this is going to make this bit a little trickier, not being able to swap on the fly. Okay, well, hopefully we'll be fine. It'll be what it'll be. The noises they make are so weird. Whew, okay. I think there's one more. Is there one more? Are we good? No, okay, we're good. So when you're in situations like that, the best way you can get around it is to sort of abuse the fact that they'll get stun locked when you throw a brick at them. And then as soon as you do that, you know, it's only one tap with the plank of wood and you're all good. And you're good to go. It's a little trickier without the without being able to quick swap between your holsters, which you can do later on, but it's fine. We managed. I'm playing it on Survivor. Keeps it fun for me and fun for people watching, because Grounded was like a DLC difficulty, and whilst it is fun to play, it is kind of merciless at points. And I think this is hard enough. Let's get in here. I try and be really stingy with when I use health kits as well. So the noises the infected make is pretty cool how they actually made them. So when you see the footage of it, so they got some people in their office, Naughty Dog got some people in their office, just make some kind of general weird screeching noise, and then they overlay that with kind of the sound of a bit of like throat flapping around, and then they kind of reverse it a bit, and then they actually overlaid a lot of the sounds on top of each other, so you get this really weird, visceral noise. It's really kind of not like anything else I'd heard before. And it's nice that they had something to make them a bit unique. So the cordyceps kind of sprouting out of them is obviously the focal point of that, but it's nice that they didn't just kind of, you know, generic shout at you or, you know, groan or something. It was a nice touch. Also, I think I've told this to everyone I know, so apologies if you heard it before, but there's a really great section where one of the sound designers, he's showing you how he makes wind sounds, and he's basically just got this big like Moog synth thing, and makes these real nasty, realistic, you know, howling wind noises, and I was really fascinated by that, because I guess you'd assume that they just, you know, go outside with a mic or something and wait for it to be windy, but no, absolutely not. It's very clever. Must be fun to make games. Aha. Make as many of these as you can. Molotovs you will need. This guy's got a note on him. Another firefly. Yeah, aubergine. My preferred emoji.
They're from the quarantine zone.
See? They're not our guys.
Right, so this next section is, I think, most people's first section where they kind of struggle with it a bit, but if I can pull it off, I'm going to hopefully show you an easy-ish way to get through it, where you can kind of group the enemies together. This might go wrong, so apologies if it does, but I should be okay.
Okay, Joel, you take point. I'll watch the rear. Ellie, no matter what, you stay right on his heels. Sure. You stay sharp.
I got it.
So you need 2 Molotovs. Yep, okay, we'll be careful of the clickers, yep, obviously. There should be a bottle around here as well, right, so pick that up first. You want to throw your bottle to about this spot here. And throw your first Molotov. I should aggro the clickers into the fire, or at least one more of them. Throw another brick to keep them distracted. Get them over there. Give it another throw. Then they should stand in the fire and just get instantly killed. There you go. That's literally 90% of the difficulty eroded immediately. That gets rid of those, and then you can explore relatively easily. There is a shiv, although I don't know if you can get it on high... Oh, no, you can get it on high difficulties. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. I forgot about that. So that gets rid of the clickers. There's one more there, but we'll be able to take him with gunfire and stuff, so that'll be easy enough to deal with. We could even go for a little... Give him a little melee bashing. I wonder if we can pull it off. Or maybe not. Oh god. Ooh, that was close. There we go. So I got a little unlucky there in that one of the... Usually you can get kind of 3 clickers at the start in the fire, so one of them was still roaming around. It's also a common myth in this game that you can completely run out of stuff. That will never actually happen. So either you'll kill an enemy and they will drop you some stuff, or your allies will give you things if you're really struggling. So there shouldn't ever be a section where you're completely boned and you can't get past it. It's very unlikely that will happen, if at all. So you can be more kind of indulgent with your supplies than you might think. That wasn't the tidiest, but you know, it was fine. So you'll find notes in the game that will give you safe codes. You come across a few safes in the game. It's a nice little touch. Gives you an incentive to explore a bit again, which I think is always good. Better use this now, given that I'm on 1 HP in a dream. Oh, another brick. Don't mind if I do. Definitely getting lost right now. Hang on. What year is it? That's where we came in. Right, okay. I think... the other good thing, actually, saying that, I think we aggroed the one that's... Yeah, the one that was... Yeah, the one that was guarding the ladder is gone. So even though it was a bit rough, we have like murdered everything in here now. So we're safe just to bop about and find stuff. And the safe is... Oh, okay. Let's just give this one a brick. Oh, so satisfying. I will do the second one as well, yeah. I think I might do... I'd like to do Uncharted 4 first, but I think I will. Depends what people want. I'll do whatever people want me to do, really. Whatever people are going to watch, you know. I'm going to see what people think of Final Fantasy VII tomorrow. If people do, if people don't enjoy it so much, I'll do something else. I'd like to get through all of it, but we'll see. Up to you guys. I'm going to try and do a little bit of Warzone with Mike for some fun. I'm sure inevitably I'll be doing something with my pal Nathan as well. I think me and Jade have decided... Me and Jade figured out today that we can get both microphones working on both controllers on the PS5. So I think Jade's going to do a Crash Bandicoot stream, which I'm going to call Crash Test. Because we both enjoy Crash Bandicoot, and I think that would be a fun one to get on. Crash Test Dummies, I might call it. Something like that. There
Where
is.
we going, Tess?
I think there's a little something around here, maybe. Could be wrong. I thought there was, but maybe not. Okay, fine. I played this game on autopilot for so long, I'm kind of going after a bit more exploration this time. Just to see if I can, you know, jog my memory anything I forgot, or, you know, anything you guys might not have seen in it before, because I've played this game so many times. So if you're sneaky, you can get around all of these guys without them aggroing. So we're going to see if we can do that. Engage sneaky beaky mode. Easy. Easy. Get on the ground. Oh no. I pressed square, not triangle. Oh well, never mind. We'll beat him to death instead. Right.
Alright.
Oh, hang on. There's actually, before I do that...
Which means there's more in the area. We gotta go.
Oh no, okay, I have to do it first. Alright, fine. There's an artifact in the truck coming up. But I've got to be careful when I get it, because there's going to be some infected chasing me as soon as I go over here, so I've got to be pretty rapid. Right, let's hop on over here. Oh, okay, they do give you time, alright, fine. So this is another Fedra pamphlet about the infection, which is quite cool. Mama took him away. You can always pause that if you want to read all that, because it's kind of a long one. But it just explains that the cordyceps brain infection, it was actually first found, in the lore, it was found on infected crops. That's how it first infected humans.
Yeah, that worked out great last time.
There's no known cure, it spreads to the brain, and what eventually happens is it sprouts out of the victim's head.
What? I don't hear anything.
Then the victim eventually turns into a clicker after years of infection, and then something else as you get further on.
I know.
And then eventually they'll kind of die out and spread the spores.
You got something on your shoe.
What's pretty interesting about the infected is if you go back and look at Naughty Dog's kind of early drafts of what they were going to do, it took them a while to come up with what we know today. So if you look back,
Get out of this place.
there was a kind of, it was almost more, not like Left 4 Dead, like with boomers and stuff, but it seemed more like that they were a bit more out there, and there was one that was like kind of some four-legged, almost alien-looking thing. They looked very, very different, and they seem to have, they latched onto the plant idea, or the idea of it being infected with the plant, and they kind of went from there. And the idea for the cordyceps part actually came from real life. They were watching the Planet Earth documentary, the first one, and it shows the cycle of the ant getting infected by the cordyceps, and that's where they had their little brainwave for it, which is quite cool. I need tools first. Are there tools in here?
Marlene when you were bitten? No. I went to her for help afterwards.
Knowing her, I'm surprised she didn't shoot you.
Oh, you got a shit you controller?
She's alright. I told you. It's gonna be fine.
Right, I think we'll go for the long gun first.
This looks like a good spot.
Or the sorry, not that. The let's go for fire rate on the revolver. Anything else we can do? No. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That'll make life easier enough for now. reload everything. My reload no CD coming into play. I apologise. I like this section. You're always waiting for something to sort of jump out on you for a bit here. It's very eerie. There is actually... Just go up here. There is actually something over here that you can get, I'm pretty sure.
Ah, shit. Sorry, that was me.
Tess.
Sorry.
Come on, stay
Oh,
close
there
to
we
me.
go. Firefly pendant. I think it's mental that this was a PS3 game. It still looks really, really good.
Some of these things are
Like,
hundreds of years old.
you can see its age a bit. Yeah, that would be good. You can see its age a bit, but I think on the whole, it's still a really, really impressive looking game. PS3 only had 512 megabytes of RAM, so how the hell they squeezed this out of it, I don't know. Obviously, it ran worse on that machine, but nonetheless, like you saw 90% of what you see here on it.
All right, watch your head.
Hurry, go, go, go!
Joel!
I'm alive. I'll make my way around.
Look, they're here!
Tess?
Run!
Tess.
So with a few cleverly placed throwables, I'm hoping I'll be able to navigate away from most of these gits. Oh, really, dude? Come on.
Tess. Tess. Get
Problem is, this one's made my life... See, this is what I mean. This is what I was talking about, the AI throwing me a curveball. Because usually I can sneak around these guys, no problem. But this guy's going to be a pain in my ass. And I don't want to fight all of these. I need this guy to scoot away from this door. This is going to present me with a serious problem. Okay, I think I still got away with that. God, he made my life really difficult there. Okay.
The girl.
Oh boy. Right, so easiest way to deal with this bit is to... Oh, okay. He says as he gets killed. Oh, damn it. Okay. Let's do that again. So you could basically, if you run around in this room, you can, in most cases, completely evade them. And just get a few hits in every so often. Keep running, boy.
Son of a bitch!
Got Harry for a minute there.
Oh, thanks. Free brick.
That was too damn close.
Any more? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just kind of got to run for your life on that bit.
Oh, shit.
Tess, how are you holding up?
Just a bit winded. Look, this way. This will get us to the roof.
How about you, kid? You okay?
Define okay.
Are you still breathing?
Do small panicked breaths count?
Yeah, they count.
Right. Then I'm okay.
We gotta find a way across. There she is. That's our building.
Anything here? No.
You stand back. Watch your step as you're going out, because it's going to be a little...
I'd never have the balls to do that.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. But man, can't deny that view.
Come on, this way. Hey, let's pick it up. Look, we're almost done. Stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just going to pause here for 1 second, guys, because if not, I am going to wet myself. So bear with me just 1 moment.
Let's keep moving, kid.
Alright, really sorry, guys. Quick pit stop was needed. Yeah, I kind of miss little Ellie as well. The second one is I love the second game, and I have mixed feelings about it all at the same time. It's really difficult. Like, I've only played it once. I'm going to have to go back and at least, play it once, twice more to really, I guess, figure out really where I'm at with it. I think overall it was, obviously a brilliantly made game and fun to play. It's just a lot to digest.
I just do. Look, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
It has to be.
On we go, nearly at the Capitol building.
Up and over. There we go. Home stretch, Tess.
Just so it's out there, I can't swim.
Look, it looks like it's shallow on the right side. Follow me.
So, Danny, the big question: do you prefer Arthur or Joel?
I know you guys are getting paid for this, but I'm trying to say thanks.
Yeah, sure thing.
There's actually a Firefly pendant in there as well. Pretty sure. Let me have a look. I think there is. Well, there's something in here. Ah, there we go. Oh, really? I thought you'd say Arthur straight away. That's interesting. Yeah, they're both pretty good characters.
No. No, no, no.
Oh, I love John as well. I just, between those two.
What happens now?
What are you doing?
Can't forget about Johnny Boy.
Maybe they had a map or something to tell us where they were going.
How far are we gonna take
As far as it needs to go. Where was this lab of theirs?
Oh, she never said. She only mentioned that it was someplace out west.
What are we doing here? This is not us.
What do you know about us? About me?
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
Joel.
Let me see.
I didn't mean for this.
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Oops, right? Give me your arm. This was 3 weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel.
Most definitely the fattest L.
The Tommies. He used to run with this crew. He'll know where to go.
No. That was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look. There's enough here that you have to feel some sort of obligation to me, so you get her to Tommy's. They're here.
Damn it.
I can buy you some time, but you have to run.
You want us to just leave you here?
Yes.
There is no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
I can find...
No, just go! Just fucking go.
Ellie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this.
Get a move on.
You can actually see where she gets bitten as well. When you kind of have to rescue her before going in to get Ellie. She's bitten by that infected there.
What the fuck? I can't believe we did that.
Stop.
We just left her to die.
Stop. You stay close to me. We have to move.
Oh, man.
Okay, I think I'm going to wait and see what happens, because this next section could be a little tricky.
Go upstairs. Probably get out from there.
Hey, boy. That's what we probably come out with.
Just keep pushing forward.
Okay there, boy.
She took out 2 of my men.
I'm kind of tempted to have a pop at him here, but I'm not sure that'd be a very wise move.
Yes, sir.
We'll try and do this carefully, because this is probably going to be the most difficult bit so far, for sure. Especially without a scope on the rifle.
I'll be here soon.
Can I upgrade anything yet? I might wait and do maximum health then. Right, let's do this.
What do we do? Joel?
I got this.
Let's use our crappy ammo first and foremost.
Let's go check the hall.
You, go check over there.
Stay with me. Come on.
This is one of those parts that can go really smooth or is really tricky. So we'll see. Ah, that's handy. We'll do that right now.
Let's do this.
Damn it.
Keep your head down.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, well, we dealt with them alright. Probably shoot this guy in his little peanut head. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Just beating a man to death.
You're dead.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
All right, come on, Ellie.
What are we doing? How do we get out of here?
Right, we're gonna go through that hall. Stay down. I don't know how many more there are.
I find it easier to aggro him straight away.
Man down! Piece of shit!
Oh, that was good. Yeah, everything's a no-scope right now. Okay, there's still one more down there. This section's just a lot easier if you bait them to come to you like that and just be a bit more aggressive. Because, yeah, they're just going to make your life really hard otherwise. Okay. Oh, I can bop him through there. Oh my god, he's still alive! I guess the helmet saved him from that one.
I see it.
That's fairly clean. That wasn't too bad. Let's make another one of these. And another one of those. If you're careful, you don't need to be making health kits too often. And a lot of the time, if you're really in a jam, then Ellie will give you one anyway. Not all the time, obviously, but you know, she's pretty helpful.
There's stairs over there.
Stay low.
Following us.
Damn it.
See, I love the detail of this, like the way it's just overgrown and gross. Very unique.
No target. I repeat, no target.
There's a soldier over there.
Copy that.
How the hell are you breathing in this stuff?
I wasn't lying to you.
You spot him? No, place is empty.
Come on.
Search the area.
Two ways out of this.
Find them and
Right.
get the hell out of here before any clickers show up.
So this guy, you should be able to just follow him around what you stood behind. And get him, because he'll bugger off over there. There we go. No dramas.
Oh man.
All right. Guess you want to do this the hard way. Now, come on, we'll be out of here before you know it.
Ellie swears like a sailor throughout this game. It's so funny. I remember I was playing it with my brother a few years ago, and he was just like, "My God, she's so foul-mouthed. She is." I guess all bets are off when you're living in the apocalypse. No fucks given, quite literally.
We'll figure something out. Ellie?
No, neither would I. Absolutely not. Needs must.
Hey, look, it still works.
There is a little
You're not gonna
little cache of supplies down here. Something else here. Pendant, yep. Come on, Joel. It's not the time to be slowing down now.
Just stay put.
I'm not going anywhere.
Right then. Hop on.
Really?
Ellie.
Okay. Be careful.
I got you. I got it.
So we're reaching kind of the end. This is now the end of the kind of the first major section of the game. I could wrap it up here, or I'm happy to go on a little bit longer. It depends. What do people think? Do we stop here for a bit, or do we try and crack on a little bit longer?
Hey, look, about Tess. I don't even know what
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You don't bring up Tess. Ever. Matter of fact, we just keep our histories to ourselves. Secondly, don't tell anybody about your condition. They think you're crazy, they'll try to kill you.
Okay, we'll go a little
Lastly,
further.
You do what I say, when I say it. We clear?
Sure.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Good. Now there's a town a few miles north of here. There's a fella there that owes me some favors. Good chance he could get us a car.
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
Just another random bit of trivia just while we're taking over here. Joel's broken watch, the watch that Sarah gives him at the start of the game. A couple of years ago, Naughty Dog partnered with Seiko, who's a big watch manufacturer. And they actually made Joel's watch that you could buy for about, I think it was about 100 quid. I actually really like to have got one. It would have been pretty cool. I'm sure it might not. I don't think it was Seiko branded on the dial, but it did have a Seiko movement in it, that's pretty neat for just a bit of merch.
I've never seen anything like this.
And in the second one, you can actually get Taylor, Taylor guitars are in the second game. It's the guitar that Ellie plays. You can actually buy Ellie's Taylor guitar, and it's about, I think it's about £1,800, £2,000, but that is, a proper top quality acoustic. And I have to say, it's a beautiful guitar. It's got this wonderful, butterfly inlay on the neck, and I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't say no.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I would like it. It would be cool. It's quite funny. I was watching Troy Baker on Instagram a little while ago doing some music stuff, and he'd obviously got one of the guitars and he was playing one, and it sounded really good as well. I'm not a huge Taylor fan, really, in terms of from what I played, but there was no denying it sounded fab. It sounded really, really good. Can't knock it. Joel plays a Martin, though. Joel knows what's up. He's from Texas. He knows how to play a guitar.
mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
I think it's nice. This is quite a nice section of the game, and that they give you a bit of reprieve from all the darkness. They do a good job with this game of pacing the kind of real intense, scary, violent bits with just a little bit of, levity, a bit of hope. I think, to be honest, that's one area with the second game that I think means that I probably won't. I don't think I'll prefer it over this one, because I think the only issue with the second one is it's just intense all the time, and when you're doing that for 35 hours, I mean it's part of what the story they're trying to tell. It's a tale of revenge, and the stuff Ellie's doing, which I won't spoil, is pretty bad, and in some ways she is the bad guy. But it's hard when you were used to this game that kind of had a good ebb and flow with the difficult and the easy in terms of the mood. I think they should have done a bit more of that with the second one, in my opinion. The same with most post-apocalyptic kind of fiction. Really, you need even when in something like The Road, which this game is heavily based, or I shouldn't say based, influenced by that. The acting is really good. It can't be denied. But yeah, so the universe of The Last of Us is influenced heavily by a book called The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Ironically, No Country for Old Men, the character I mentioned at the start of the stream, Llewellyn Moss, that's also a Cormac McCarthy novel, for those that don't know. And even in that novel, which is probably, I mean, I first read that about 5 or 6 years ago, and that's probably the darkest book I've ever read. It's really kind of heart-wrenching at times. But even in that, they give you, there's these moments where there's a bit of hope, and the characters in it get a little bit of reprieve from what's going on. And I do think that's important. It just gives you the strength to carry on when things are bleak. Right, there's a clicker in the shed down here, so I'm going to need a brick, so I'm going to try and bop him on the head with it. I bet there's not going to be one now. Oh no, bottle only. Oh, damn it, I could really do the brick right now. Let's just check further up. Yes. Okay, right. This may go wrong, but you can, if you're very, very careful. You have to sneak very, very slowly up to him. And if you're slow enough, you should be able to just bash him straight on the head with the brick. There we go. Problem solved. Bow and arrow is soon, yep. Gotta be a bit careful, because even with a melee weapon, these guys can still get you. Just grab, is this bottle around here anywhere? I think I left it over there, didn't I?
Move!
I was hoping she'd pick up that bottle and give me a hand. Yep, there we go. Cool. Right, let's get rid of them. Okay, nothing there that I need. Ah, the shiv door down here.
Nice.
Bit of rifle ammo, cool. Nice to be fully stocked up on that. Get out of the way, girl. I need to get outside. Let me out. There we go.
Just give me a second.
Well, what I quite like about the interplay between Joel and Ellie is your... Oh, okay.
You don't know how to whistle.
Does it sound like I know how to whistle?
It's interesting that came up there. I was just going to say, what I like about the interplay with Joel and Ellie as you move through the game is it's it's not necessarily the like speeches or anything that they come out with. It's just like the little interactions which seem so realistic and so human. You know, when Joel's just like, you know, just give me a second and stuff like that. I just think that works really well and just keeps kind of sucking you in, and you're always kind of, you know, you always want to strain and hear whatever little thing they might come out with. And you know, I played the game probably, this must be easily my 15th plus time playing through it. I've played this game a lot of times, and I do still, I don't want to say every time I've heard something new, but I have heard, you know, little bits most times that I haven't heard before, which I quite like.
Shit. It's jammed from the other side.
Here, boost me up.
Oh.
No, that's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna open it?
All right. Give me your foot. Now, just open it. Nothing else.
Sure thing.
Careful.
Okay.
I completely agree.
Let's see.
I know what you mean. So these you know, games like this and Uncharted 4 and Red Dead 2 and all these big, you know, cinematic masterpieces have really kind of ruined other games in that regard. Oh yeah, right. Here's a little trick you can do. So this is a way to always make sure you've got enough materials to make an upgraded melee weapon or a shiv. So if you upgrade one, see those materials disappear. If you put that down with an unupgraded one and then pick it up again, ta-da, materials come back. So then you can make another shiv. So you'll see me do this a few times because it just means I've got, you know, the maximum amount of stuff I will need. It's what you know in the apocalypse.
So let's say we get a car from this buddy of yours. Then what?
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more importantly, he was a firefly. He'd know where to take you.
Oh, okay.
He lives far from here, which is why we need the car.
Tommy's one of my favourite characters in the kind of Last of Us lore. He's played by a gentleman called Jeffrey Pierce. Really, really good actor. The kind of... I think really the cast of this game works well because the chemistry they all have is very good. I've kind of said that before about, you know, Joel and Ellie, but the scenes that Troy Baker and him share work well. You know, you totally buy that they're brothers. They eventually have a pissing match later on in the game, and it reminds me of, you know, slightly not so serious, but various kind of pissing matches and, you know, arguments I've had with my elder brother over the years, or elder brothers, I should say, when they put me in my place. And believe me, they have.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, this is cool.
Would you play this before?
No. But I had a friend that knew everything about this game. Apparently, there's this character called Angel Knives who'd... what was it? She'd punch a hole through your stomach before kicking your head off.
I was never a big fan of these things.
I wish I could play it.
Yeah, well, you can't. So, for those who haven't seen it, in the Left Behind DLC, you play as Ellie. It's kind of a mid-call to the first game, so you play a little bit of her antics later on when the two of them go through an event, and you also play a little bit from before she's bitten. And she actually, you see the scene where she kind of envisions playing that game, and they did it quite well. I made you Left Behind as well, perhaps. I don't like it quite as much as the main game, but it is the gameplay. I like playing as Ellie in the first one. It puts a new spin on it. You're used to playing as, you know, big muscly Joel who's just smacking dudes in the face, and then your little vulnerable Ellie, and she kind of, you know, she feels a bit more kind of cat-like. You know, you got to sneak around and think about your environment more because you can't really charge anyone head on because they'll just kick your ass.
Mandatory evacuation. Evacuate to where?
What do you think? Quarantine zone. See, some places got a heads up before the infection showed up. Most didn't.
Man, must be hard. Just leaving all your stuff behind like that.
That ain't the hard part.
Thanks for watching, Danny. I'll let you know when we're doing more. Yeah, I'm actually tempted to carry on with this tomorrow night instead of starting Final Fantasy VII tomorrow night. I don't know what people would think of that. I'm enjoying this, and I'd kind of like to keep ploughing on with it. Or I can save it for another day. It's up to what you guys think, really. Part of me thinks I should start a JRPG, given that my tag is JRPG Jared. But it'd be fun to have a complete playthrough of this up.
Yeah, it's Bill's handiwork.
Anybody else live in this town?
As far as I know, it's just him.
Okay. Does everybody think that, or just you two? Is there any more? I think there's like 10 people watching. I better get a more general consensus. I won't do Final Fantasy VII back to back. I think I will do that like weekly or twice a week or something, because I'm going to have to gauge, whether people really find that fun to watch. Because I love playing it, but that's not really what I'm here for. I'm thinking I want to Charlton Athletic career mode. Now that is a shout. I think Dragon Pussy Slayer, when you are next around, maybe we should get that started and we'll do a dual stream, given that I'm useless at FIFA, but I wouldn't say no to a bit of Charlton Athletic.
Look at this place.
That'd be a laugh. Oh, thinking it, it's I wish I would have streamed the FIFA 18 gameplay me and Tom used to have. It would have been great. It was good fun.
Just sitting here. No one's around to listen to it.
Better than a bloody pack opening.
I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
I like all the fake vinyl covers here. It's good. I think you can actually knock over part of the drum kit as well. There you go. Got to do that. Right, so...
Jesus!
Whoa,
now that was a fat L.
what the hell was that?
That would be one of Bill's traps.
Here we go.
Friend a bit paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the cities. He knows how to find things.
Now that we've been going for a couple of hours, I'm going to have to do the obligatory plug and beg, and obviously try and share what I'm doing, try and get a few people that I don't, some more people that we don't know involved. This is very much a passion project. That's something I wanted to do for a while. I'm not expecting to be Shroud next week, but it would be good to get more people involved. I know it looks like I'm unnecessarily backtracking, but I'm actually going back to get more materials from that pipe from earlier. There's another upgrade path in this game later on, which is slightly different to the supplements and the parts. You can also find training manuals as well, so they give you an additional buff, so you can have like you can do more melee hits, and I think there's one for the bombs or grenades or something. I can't remember because it's been so long since I've actually had to read them because I've always had the upgrades ready to go. Yeah, everywhere is on easy. It's a joke how easy mode is.
I reckon he is.
It's like beyond how easy. I actually think the second one's quite a bit harder than this one. There were definitely some bit. I'm sure I'd probably find it a bit easier now that I played it once. But there was a couple of sections on normal mode where it was testing me. It was tricky. Here we go.
Hey, look at that.
Let me use that. I'm a pretty good shot with that thing.
How about we just leave this kind of stuff to me?
Well, we could both be armed. Cover each other.
I don't think so.
Is the bow your favourite, Sarah?
It's all clear. Come on up.
All right.
Oh yeah, I've got to go back and get the plank, haven't I? Clumsy me. Oh, okay, that was a little further than I wanted for. And Joel never survived the apocalypse because he broke his ankles.
Use this.
I'm actually surprised there was never any of that in this game or the second game. There's in the Walking Dead universe, like nearly everyone is hobbled or loses a hand or like a leg in some way. I know it doesn't happen so much in the TV series, but in the comics, like Rick loses his hand, Carl's losing an eye, people lose legs. It's insane. Nobody's got all their appendages. Alright, let's see if we can take this thing. Ah, such a pain in the ass to aim with when you first get it. Damn it. I really didn't want to miss there. Oh, cool. Alright, we got him. Oh, got my arrow back as well. Cool.
Now listen. Bill ain't exactly the most stable of individuals. So when we get there, you let me do the talking. You understand?
I understand.
We gotta be clear on this. You don't take too kindly to strangers.
All right.
Bill's a good guy. You just definitely need some time warming up to you. That's all.
Right. Let's just sneaky
Stay
deaky underneath that.
Keep your head low and you'll be fine.
Let's get rid of that. Oop.
Oh, shit. Those things are kind of awesome.
That's one way to do it.
Shit, you're gonna go in there?
I want to see what we can find.
Damn right I'm going to go in here.
Die from a heart attack.
Don't worry. I got this.
I kind of feel like I should get a brick first. I think I bricked him. But I guess I'm not going to be affronted that luxury.
Oh, shit.
Good
That
night.
scared the shit out of me.
Well, while we're here, let's search the place.
That was efficient.
You think they ever found each other?
How the hell would I know?
Well, I'd like to think they did.
Always have to know like how long it must have taken to design one room, because even if you just look in here, like the carpet and the walls and everything, there's so much granular, like tiny details. You know, so if you're one of these people that has to do this, I must almost feel kind of redundant, because it's like, how many people are going to stop and look at that bit of mold on the wall? But it really does make it feel lived in, like a real place.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm going to need another one of these. Yeet.
Get back. Come on.
Give it a yeet. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Just solving a logistical challenge. There we go.
Just stay close.
Oh, hi, Jazz. I keep watching out to see if you've been set up yet. Hopefully it won't be long until you're all set up and good to go, and I'll be watching you stream as well.
Ellie, come on.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
What just
That'll be good then.
happened?
To be fair, the PS5 is so good for streaming. I
Bill's
can't believe how
stupid
easy I
traps.
found it. If you need a hand whacking
There.
anything together,
That
I'm
freezer
sure
looks like that's a counterweight.
I might be able to lend a hand.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
On it. Joel.
Shit, here they come.
Oh god. Okay, I wasn't awake then. I was looking at the chat. Whoops. Okay, right.
Ellie, how's it looking?
I'm going as best I can.
Ellie!
You just have to kind of remember that it's a general like 2-shot rule for most of the enemies. I think the clickers take a bit more grief. This one in particular seems a little bit of an a-hole.
You all right?
Survivor.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
Look at this guy.
Here's some ammo.
Thanks. God damn it.
Come on. Not cutting.
Ellie, they're just hurting.
I thought about grounded, but it kind of, like I've said it already a few times, but it just kind of sucks the fun out of it a bit. Oh, that was poor shooting. Oh my god, die. Oh my goodness. That was not good. Get me down! What do you think? Have you played Demon Souls then?
Which way?
Mine goes across the room on Smash. You got a carpet burn the other day.
Damn. Where's that goddamn key?
Stupid game.
Bill, come on! Don't slow down. This place ain't secure. Bill, they're coming to the door!
Jade bad-mouthing me in the chat. It's terrible.
That's their only way through. Ellie, stay back.
Alright, so what you can do here to make your life a little bit easier is you can let Bill get involved and start macheting a few of them. And he will actually kill him eventually. Yep, I had a PS5 for about a month, I think, or maybe just under that. Go on, kill him. There you go. Let's just change this up quickly.
Come on, we're almost there. Follow.
Right.
Oh shit! God damn it, they're coming over.
It is beautiful, but it's so bloody big, though.
Thanks for the heroics and all. Ellie. Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill!
What are you doing?
Bill!
Let me go.
Turn around and get on your knees.
Just calm down a second.
Turn around
All right.
and get on your knees. Don't test me. Just
take it easy.
Any bites? Oh. Anything sprouting?
Oh, God damn it, I'm clean!
If I see so much as a twig. Ow! Stop! Son of a bitch!
You done?
Am I done? You come into my house, you set off all my traps, you damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors.
Yeah, Bill's a great character.
By taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
Listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed me!
I need you to shut up. All right?
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter, because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts.
It was a bit of a pain in the ass, but it didn't take that long.
Fix one up.
All right. If I'm gonna do this, there's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town. Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
I think ours came in the second wave. So, interesting fact about Bill, because I'm trying to kind of keep a little bit of trivia going as I play this.
I suggest you grab them.
So, Bill is played by the great actor Earl Brown. He was in one of my favourite TV shows I've ever watched called Deadwood, where he plays a character called Dan Doherty, I think his name is. And it was quite weird because I was watching Deadwood and I was like, I can't quite put my finger on who this guy is. And then obviously I figured it out after a little while. The other thing that's interesting about that character in that show is he actually looks a hell of a lot like, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar used him as an influence. Dan Doherty in Deadwood looks exactly like Pearson from the camp in Red Dead 2. If you look at a picture of his character and that side by side, it can't be a coincidence that they look so similar. But yeah, if you're looking for something new to watch and you're bored in lockdown, definitely recommend Deadwood. It's a really, really good Western show. Like all good shows, I have to put the obligatory, it takes a while to get going disclaimer in, but it's very good. So, another kind of Red Dead homage in it as well. Ian McShane, who's I guess like one of the main characters in Deadwood. He plays a guy called Al Swearingen. He looks a lot like Dutch Vanderland as well, which again I'm sure isn't coincidental. What do you mean? What platform? Okay, I think we've got everything we need here.
Hey, you know how to play this?
It was a HBO show.
I always wanted to learn.
I think you'd be able to find it on Now TV.
Bobby Fisher, don't touch anything on that board.
Bobby, what?
It's kind of weird when you first watch it because it's like almost kind of like Shakespearean dialogue and stuff, and they swear constantly. Like they say the word cocksucker about every 5 words. But it's a really, really entertaining show. Me and Jade actually need to go back and watch the rest of it. I watched about a season and a half of it, but it's excellent. It's really, really good.
Okay, come on.
Don't leave the door open.
You got it.
We have to cross to the other building. Up the stairs. Let's move it.
Just stay with me.
Can't believe you agreed to this bullshit, Bill. What you should have done was just left him back there.
Timothy Oliphant is the main character's name. Or one of the main characters.
Simple drop off.
He plays the... He's like I think... Is he a sheriff in it? I think so.
Haha, fuck you too.
Oh. You know, I hope you know what you're doing.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
Where are we going, Bill?
My other safe house. More of an armory.
Wait, I thought we were gonna fix up a car.
We? You know how to fix...
Bill, just...
That's like I said. What I need's on the other side of town. Now that side I don't ever go to because it's filled with infected. So we're gonna need more guns.
Maybe prequels are a bit lame, but I don't know, maybe it would ruin it, but I'd love to have a prequel where you find out a bit more about like Joel's relationship with Bill and Joel's relationship with Tess as well. I think that would be interesting to see. Look at you guys perving up the chat.
Go inside.
Oh, I've been meaning to take care of that. Relax, it's nothing. So,
I
you
should.
didn't answer my
Thinking
question
about it.
Tess. Yeah, I thought the two of you were inseparable.
Can't believe I forgot.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy. Sounds to me like there might be trouble in paradise.
Yeah, something like that.
The lady who plays Tess, the actress who plays Tess, is a lady called Annie Wershing. I can't believe I didn't mention her name yet. I'm trying to make sure I get all the actors' names in because they're all pretty cool. They got some interesting stories. I know the guy that plays Robert, I'm pretty sure is Robin Atkin Downs as well. He's been in loads of big games. He's been a big player in like Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that.
So, why don't you fix one of these cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. I mean, the whole time, why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars?
Okay, don't be a dick.
You're such a
Their tires
sassy
are rotted
bitch.
and their batteries are dead.
You done?
Can't even begin to think what the inside of the engine blocks look like. Only ones making new car batteries.
Might just see if I can have a pop at one of these guys. Okay, no, that ain't gonna happen. All right. I want to see if Bill can kill a few of these guys. How successful I'll be, I do not know. Get off of me, bitch! Oh, that was aggressive. Isn't there a pole or anything around here? I thought there was. I don't want to give this guy a... don't know what... Ellie kind of got him away a little bit there. There we go. Ooh. So I played Demon Souls to death. I really like that one. That's probably the best. That was the first thing I streamed yesterday. That's probably the best launch game I've played ever. And other than that, I've been playing Persona 5, and I've been playing... I got the new Call of Duty as well. I actually quite like that one.
This way. go.
Okay, we're doing all right. I think there might be something hidden away in this corner over here. I still think when I play this game and the ones that came after it, and to be fair, I guess certainly count Uncharted 2 and 3 in this, I think it's amazing that Naughty Dog came from making Crash Bandicoot to making games like this. It's absolutely crazy.
Normal people would scare me. You of all people should understand that.
What does that mean?
Nothing. You sure that gate's gonna hold him?
Well, I locked it. I don't have a key.
So which way?
We're here. In the cellar.
So over the course of the game, Bill and other characters hint at Joel's past, where he's implied to have been someone on both sides, you know, morally. So he might have abducted people or, you know, killed people for supplies and stuff like some of the people you run into. And it makes it's nice to see him portrayed as a morally grey character, not just, you know, he's the good guy. Because really, in a lot of ways, Joel's, you know, quite irredeemable for some of the stuff he does.
Well, here we are. You don't touch anything. And you close the door? Let's gear up.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No. Just stay here.
It's fine. Just wait around for you two to get me killed.
Well, this goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever taken.
It's up there.
How in the hell is Tess okay with this suicide mission?
Actually, her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was. But, fuck her. Seriously, you gotta take that kid back to where you found her.
I can't just take her back.
Then send her packing, let her find her own way. Look, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about.
Just want to let everyone know that my Demon Souls video from yesterday has had 100 views, which I'm really pleased about.
And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed. So you know what I did? I wisened the fuck up. And I realized it's gotta be just me.
Bill, it ain't like that. It's
bullshit. It is just like that.
Yeah, I'm really pleased.
Hey! What'd I say to you when we walked down the steps? What'd I say?
I'm just fixing your stupid pile.
Don't touch. God damn it. You keep babysitting long enough and eventually it's gonna blow up in your face.
Can we please just get on with it?
I'm also over halfway to my 50 followers. I need 23 more to get to 50. So we just got to try and spread the word a bit more, I guess.
All right, before we go any further, I got something I gotta show you.
What you got?
New toy from the toy box.
What else we got around here?
This is a nail bomb.
Ah, here we go.
You gotta be really careful. This thing blows, it shreds anybody standing there.
I'd be really grateful if you could. I just want to get, you know, I just want people trickling in daily, ideally. Like I said, not expecting to be bloody Shroud, but it would be nice to get a few people in all the time. I was a little sad. I put it on my Facebook and nobody even commented about it, so I was a little bit like, oh. But never mind. You know, not everybody's going to be interested, are they? That's life.
So we got shotguns and bombs. The hell are we doing with them?
Well, every few weeks, this military caravan rides through town.
Well, exactly.
You'd be amazed.
It's the first post I put on it in like over a year. I never use it anymore.
A few months back, they were rolling through and they get overrun by this horde of infected. They were all over the truck. It plows right in the side of the high school. Still sitting there with a battery in it.
So we take that battery and we put it in another car.
Bingo. I wanted to get it, but
it's not at all.
All the infected on that part of town. Fuck it. Joel needs a car.
What if it's damaged?
Nah, those trucks are like tanks. It's just sitting there.
Actually, might work.
I stopped using it completely. I use Instagram a bit, but I try not to go too mad on that. You know, I like putting guitar videos up, but I tried to keep it kind of sparing. Yes, indeed. It has become like the social media graveyard for like middle-aged and up.
Joel, you are keeping an eye on her, right?
Like a hawk.
I like how you can see. I've never been able to see it, but I've seen it on YouTube. So in a cutscene in a minute, you see that Ellie's reading one of Bill's like nudie mags, and if you turn around at the right moment when you're about here, you can actually see her put it in her bag. But I've never been able to turn around and get it to show. But it can be done. Stealing the porn mag. I like the church. This is a pretty little bit.
Nice place you got here.
Well, if you got anything to confess, this would be the place to do it. That's not the confessional booth. That's my room.
All right, I'm not touching anything.
All right. Time to sack up.
Ellie, come on.
Look, there's a school.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
I'd recommend if any of you guys are interested, at least checking out the art book or some of the concept art online for this, because when you see how the artists build up like a static scene from like nothing all the way up to all this vegetation, and all the kind of decay and everything, it's really fascinating to see. And they actually did a few years ago they do this thing every year for the anniversary of the release of the Last of Us. They actually do it on the within the lore. There's an outbreak day, you know, when it first happens, and they always do. Naughty Dog do a load of promotional stuff and celebratory stuff for it on that day. And a few years ago, they did an artist's before and after artwork of a load of major cities. And how they've been affected by the outbreak, and I think the London one is Battersea Power Station before and after. They're really, really cool. I'm sure they're still up on their website, but have a look, because it starts to... I think they did it because people started to say, oh, wouldn't it be great if they made a game set in a different country and see how the world's been affected? So it was like their little way of giving back a bit with that. Check it out. Oh, this guy's going to get right... Oh, I think I need a brick. Is there a brick around here? Oh, a bit late now. Oh, we just went through the floor? Okay. Howdy. Oh, he's still going. Ah, here we go. This is what we need. Give me the brick, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You can't just have to bait them to come to you and then give them a blast. It's also pretty satisfying just to give him a good blamming. Giggity. I got one more. One more, two more. Alright, two more. Ooh. I didn't even get a chance to do a shift that time. I think that's my first death. That's not bad. I've been playing for 3 hours, so that's death. Oh wait, no. Was there one more before that? Yeah, no, there was. Second death. Second death. I lied. It's very bloody. I think what I like about it is it actually feels like how it would be if you shot someone at point blank range with a 12 ball. I mean, you would literally just absolutely annihilate them. It's nice that it's not like other games where it's like, oh no, I fell over, oh it hurts so much, I might get a bruise. And this is like, no, you're dead, and you're gonna know about it. Move, Bill, move! Goodness, get out of my way. You gonna finish him off? Oh, Jesus, Bill. Must have do everything myself. He's gone soft. Oh, not again. Ah, damn it. Sorry, guys, that was weak. I done exactly the same way both times. Right, okay, here we go. Right, no messing around now. Right. So weak. Right. Sorry for the 2 deaths there. That was amateur. Not happy with that one bit. Right, let's not get killed by these for a third time. Wow, I took 4 hits even with a headshot. Took a lot of grief. There we go, right. Sorry about that brief bump in the road.
I think that's it.
Good job.
Ain't in the clear yet.
Alright. Yeah, but I'm used to it. I don't want to let the side down by dying all the time.
I suggest we move quietly.
Easy.
Alright, so if you're clever, you can sneaky beak these ones. Let's get rid of those. Come on, finish him. There we go. You can kind of use Bill a fair bit on this to keep your resources in check, or stock up a bit, because if not, I just feel like I waste so much otherwise. Got a clicker over there. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have sprinted then. That was a bit dumb. Yeah, don't be getting up. Okay. It's a very luminous cereal box. Thank you very much. See, she just gave me a health kit. I didn't even have to do anything. She was like, yeah, you're low. Take it. It's on me. That's another one up here. Stay in one place, please. Well, they really take a lot of grief. Kind of surprised that was a rifle shot and a revolver shot as well.
You kill some of these fuckers.
Oh well.
Shut up. Shut up.
Check back in here. So are we rolling with general consensus is we'll do tomorrow night we'll do The Last of Us again and maybe finish it over the next couple of nights instead of going to Final Fantasy VII, or do you think we should do a little bit of that tomorrow anyway? What are we going with? I think it probably would be fun to carry on. Okay. That's what we'll do.
This way. It's tied on the other side.
That's fine with me. If it's going to mean people will watch it, I do not mind. The doggy door.
Be very careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
Alright, Bill, stop posting up.
The things inside the house.
I'm the dad here.
Oh, shit. They ain't seen us yet. You stay there.
Alright, so we're going to avoid these two because you do not need to fight those. Let's just scoot on around now. Knock over all the chairs, you know, just for the banter. And then this one. Always triggers me when the arrows break because I know I could get a little bit more out of them.
All right, come on, let's get up. On the RV and over. We should be clear.
Oh yeah, I think on that you kind of have to clear them anyway, because if you leave that house without clearing them, they'll just chase you out and yeah, make your life difficult. So I just get rid of them.
Who the hell left us here?
Yeah, there's no point killing everything though. Like it is a viable strategy to run away. It makes your life easier too sometimes.
School's on the other side of the tower.
Fancy a dip?
He's getting tired.
Come on, Ellie.
Oh, a disused shed and not a wieldable cricket bat in sight. Disgraceful. I just need to pause the stream just for 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll be 2 secs. Sorry, guys. I'm here. Right. Go there. I'm just checking that I'm not missing something important. I'm sure I'm not. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. Right, let's put it in there. Are you guys you're gonna struggle to see that? So let's just whack it on here. I think it's really bizarre how the dad like lets the dog go. So really, I could never do that. Like me and Jade were having a discussion about like what we do in this situation, and one of the first conversations we had were like, what would we do with the cats? Because like I just wouldn't want to leave them. It would be horrible.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm sorry about Tess. That's it. I won't bring it up again.
Ellie, you don't need to worry about me. We should go check on Bill.
Okay.
Can you imagine like having to leave your pets behind though? Like that would just be the worst thing. Yeah, definitely.
Give me a hand with this.
I think Nellie's food supply would run dry in about a day though, given the amount she eats.
What'd I tell you? There's that truck sticking out of the school right there. Come on.
So this section is also one of those that can be really tricky, but you can get through it with minimal hassle. You just have to kind of play it aggressive, use the bricks, just go for melee. Best to get your shotgun ready just in case you need a kind of a get out of jail free card, but this isn't too bad. On higher difficulties, don't be afraid to let kind of Bill kick off and do his thing, because it makes it a lot easier when he's killing a couple of them.
Move!
Oh shit, he's gonna die. Let's get rid of that noise. I'm probably going to have to bite the bullet and use a health kit now. Okay. There's a couple more around here.
Ellie, run! Run!
Take it. I think if we put Joel in the ring with McGregor, he wouldn't have any
He
problem.
must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, let's not test our luck. How do we
He'll
get
be
inside?
sorted.
Someone left a ladder on the bus. Here, get me up there and I'll drop it to you.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
We're okay. We just need to get to the hood of the truck. Shit, you hear that? They're coming. Move it, kid. All right.
Okay, so get prepped by the window. And get ready, because you have to dart through it as quick as you can.
We have to get inside to get the battery. Come on, Bill. I got it. Window's open.
Come on, let me get at that. There we go.
That's not gonna hold.
Bill, make it fast.
Grab this.
Please tell me you're done.
It's empty.
What? Fucking empty.
Guys!
Bill, where to?
Bill, where? Anywhere but here.
You ready to haul ass? Come on.
Right. So this bit can also be a little tricky if you're underprepared.
I'll get us.
My guess. Use a hand over here. Go!
That was close.
Move it!
Was that quick? No, it's not. Okay, fine.
Down the hall. I bet we can cut through those classrooms.
Nice. 3 Molotovs is always a good position to be in. I don't tend to use the mines very much, like the nail bombs. I mean, you can do some pretty cool stuff with them, but I don't tend to stick with them that much.
We just gotta get past those guys.
I got it!
Move.
Fucking scary.
Looks like there's a path down this hallway.
He saved me. Right, so through this next door is the first big Chungus infected. One of the bloaters. This another tip for people playing on bigger difficulties. This can be made a lot easier. Just make sure you have a couple of Molotovs, and this is not that tricky at all.
Come on. There's more on the way. Barricade the doors.
This ain't gonna hold him for long. Oh, that don't sound good.
Oh god. So wait for that one to finish affecting him. Try and run away from the smaller ones. Then run in. Give him another. And then... There we go. He's done. Oh no, not quite. Not quite. I thought he was. There should only be one more, I'd have thought. There we go. Job done. Just save your long gun ammo and make sure you've got those Molotovs, and then you can just blast through it.
Been infected for a long time. We call them bloaters.
Bloater. Okay, got it.
I hate to interrupt your little biology lesson, but can we get the fuck out of here, please?
I like the fact that within the lore as well, it's not actually a guaranteed thing that you become a bloater. You can just, you know, stop, clicker or pre-clicker and just kind of decompose. So it's interesting that they keep the plant theme going. I think the conditions have got to be particularly good to grow a bloater.
Alright, come on. Joel, behind you!
I'm just going to blast these fools. That was weird. It's like the game just kind of spawned another one. That was bizarre.
Alright, you got him. Let's go. Pull me up. Come on up. This way.
Okay, there's nothing there. Let's just get moving. Oh shit.
Ducks here.
There's another ladder over here.
Keep going. I'm right behind you.
Hurry, Joel.
Oh damn it! You can usually get up the ladder before they come at you. There we go.
Inside the house now.
So that worked out well. Okay, I'll go check out this side of the house.
Bill?
Somebody had the same idea. They stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she could take this job.
Don't you bring Tess into this.
Shove it right up
nothing to do with...
Ooh, salty.
What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And
I reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
Yeah, guess not. Well, fuck him.
Look what I found. It's got some juice in it.
That's my battery. That fucking asshole. Get out. Get out.
Okay. Jeez.
He's such an asshole to her, like, all the time.
Battery's drained, but cells are alive.
Meaning?
Meaning, we push it, get it started, the alternator will recharge the battery.
Is that your guess?
Look, you wanted a plan B. This is as good as it gets.
What are you thinking?
Thinking you drive and we push.
Jesus. That's more of my stuff.
What a thief.
It's a good idea.
I'll give you a holler. Here's a note from Frank. I do feel sorry for Bill. Like, it's pretty harsh. You can see why he's not in a good mental state. It's a rough ride.
Ready?
Yeah, we'll take that.
Bill, I found this in there and I figured you should have it.
Well, that's how you feel. Well, fuck you too, Frank. Fucking idiot. You ready to go?
You gonna be okay with this?
Yeah, not a problem.
You're doing a good job. I figured you should know that.
I won't let you down with this.
All right,
okay.
Let's do it.
So we're coming to the end of today's stream, I think. I think once we get out of Billstown, which is we're very close to doing, I'll wrap it up here, and then we'll carry on again tomorrow and push through Pittsburgh and beyond.
Put on the clutch. And when we get to
I know how to pop a clutch.
how the hell did... You know what? I don't care. Just don't...
It's been really fun chatting with everyone. I hope, you know, I had come out with a couple of interesting bits that you may or may not have known. I'm trying to make sure I take a few notes beforehand, so I've got a few things to kind of talk to everyone about.
Good job, kid.
On the other side. To your left.
Shit.
Oh.
Get back! Good. Back to the truck.
I'm also thinking I might do a little stream maybe in the day tomorrow. I might do a bit of like Sonic Mania or something.
Just get it over the edge.
But I'll see what's happening. Okay, I'm close to death. Yeah, I might do a bit of that.
Come on, we don't have much time. Back to pushing. Really fucked my day up. You know that, Joel, huh?
Oh, Bill, you got right in the way there, bro. Help me to help you. Right, let's go.
All right, Ellie, get ready. All right, Ellie, start it up.
You hear that sound, Bill?
Yeah, well that means the infected here too. Let's get the fucking... Go, boy! All right, this'll do. Stop!
Just keep her running, all right?
That girl nearly got us killed.
You gotta admit, she did hold her own back there.
You ain't gonna make it.
Pretty interesting that he says that, given what happens in the future.
Still got gas in them.
Appreciate it. Look, Bill, about your buddy back there, that's a tough deal. And
We square.
we're square.
And get the fuck out of my town.
Cold. I think with that we'll end the stream there. I think I'll save the this upcoming cinematic as the opening bit for tomorrow, because this gives us a good place to kick off tomorrow evening. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll keep writing my I'll keep reading my notes and making sure I've got some things to talk about. I hope you'll come back and watch me again, and hopefully share it around, bring a few people with you, and hopefully we can carry this on. But thanks so much for joining in. Thanks Jazz for coming as well. That's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. That'd be really, really good. And I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Bye bye.